Hari Om. Gayatri, there's the question is how to realize the immanence. Okay, that's the question. I'll outline the complete spiritual journey, the total journey. Then I'll bring out the clarity in each stage. What is the meaning of realization at various stages? So Gayatri, when I do, there'll be subtopics. Each topic you can record and stop and record and stop, next like that. Or you want one thing you want to cut later. There'll be many themes. Later you can cut it also, or you want to okay. No, so then I'll say like this or something. Okay. The question asked, there's only one life, divine life.
It's our naming which confuses us. We give some name and gets confused by ourselves. That's all. Naming. There's nothing material or spiritual. Everything is consciousness. Everything is divine. There's only divine light. The entire concept that I am a human being, I have to realize my spirit, Atma, consciousness is false. It is not your personal journey. You are already spirit. You are already spirit. You are dreaming that you are a human being. The human being thinks that I want to realize my spirit. Because the spirit, Atma, is dreaming that you are a human being. And that human being wants to realize the Atma. Actually, the spirit or Atma takes a personality and starts living a human life. And then he says, I want to realize myself. The personality is like a dress. Human body is like a dress. Dress cannot realize the person who is wearing the dress. So as a person, I want to realize Atma is false. You are already a spirit, Atma, dreaming that you are a human being. Atma only wants to wake up and say, I am Atma. That's all. It's not a personal journey at all. There's no person who does a spiritual journey. It's the spirit which does the spiritual journey, Atma which does the spiritual journey. In its dream. Atma doesn't do any journey. Atma does the journey in the dream. The dream of Atma is called Maya. So there is no you to realize the self. It's like my shirt saying, I want to realize Prabhuji. How it will be possible? It is impossible for your personality is a dress. The dress cannot say, I have to realize my person who is wearing the dress. When there is no you, what spiritual journey will do? What you are thinking you is not you at all. It's just a dress. The body, mind, and intellect is the dress of the Atma, the spirit. It's a costume for playing in the universal universe. The costume cannot realize the Atma. Because costume has no existence. My shirt has no existence of its own. It's only appearance. How can you realize yourself? You cannot realize yourself. The Atma recognizes itself that I am the Atma. In playing the dream of in the game of playing the role of a body mind complex as an individual in the world, Atma forgets itself momentarily and recognizes I am Atma. That's all. In a sense, your spiritual journey is not your spiritual journey. Your sadhana is not your sadhana. Your enlightenment is not your enlightenment. Whatever you think you are. Who are you? Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivananani, Shivoham, Shivoham. Realize you are not the body, mind, and intellect. You are consciousness. And who realizes this? I am consciousness? Conscious only. So right now you are thinking that I am the body, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. I want to recognize Atma. The body, mind, intellect is a costume. a dress, a personality, a mask. It is like a film actor who is playing the role of a beggar. Says, I want to realize I'm an actor. The actor is the Atma, the self, playing the role of an individual called you, and it says, I want to realize myself. So simply understand, it is the journey. God experiences life through you, life through your body-mind complex. And it's the God who recognizes himself through body-mind complex, in the body-mind complex. That's all. Nothing personal about spiritual journey. Is that clear?
So, Prabhuji, in the light of this understanding, Asatoma Sadgana.
I'll take everything, every step, every question will be answered. First, step by step. I want to demolish step by step. Then if there are any questions left, I'll answer. Right? This one thing, one is so. Okay. So next. Okay, let us understand what is this whole game all about? Spiritual life, spiritual journey. So I'll call it as game of life. The supreme reality, whom we call as Parabrahma, when we use the word para, means beyond creation. Parabrahma has the power called Parashakti, the supreme power. Shakti is the energy. Energy is motion. It can create motion. The energy can appear as matter and energy can return back to energy form. So when it appears as matter, the universe is born. When it appears to return to energy form, it's in a dormant condition. Okay. So Parabrahma has the power called Parashakti. Parashakti will constantly project the matter and goes back to the energy. So now we should not get an illusion that there's something called Parabrahma and Parashakti. There's no two. There's no duality. Parabrahma, Parashakti, and universe, there's nothing, no separation at all. There's only one reality appearing as many. So Parabrahma, Parashakti, the moment the words are coming, we think that we start separating them out. It is same Parabrahma appears, has the power called Parashakti, with which appears as the universe, and with which remains, with which it goes back, universe goes back. Energy appears as matter and goes back.
Existence and expression.
Right? So what happened? What happened in this process? Parabrahma, Parashakti. They are one reality. There are two. Okay. Parabrahma, Parashakti. So it's the power of Parabrahma. Now, the example I give you, the water appears as a wave, appears as a bubble, appears as a foam, and returns back to water. Nothing has happened to water. Nothing has happened to water. What we say? Only appearances keep on changing. Same thing happens with the spirit of Parabrahma. Parabrahma appears as Parashakti. Parashakti appears as subtle, causal, and gross universe and goes back to subtle form. But in the process, nothing has happened to Parabrahma. Okay? Understand? So we think that Parabrahma changes into something. Parabrahma doesn't change. Parabrahma appears to be changing. This entire thing is appearance. Nothing physically happening. It's only appearance-wise. Parabrahma, Parashakti appears as universe and goes back. Okay. When I say universe, time, space, and causality, karma, these three. Time, space, and causality. Cause and effect. In reality, nothing has happened. Parabrahma is Parabrahma only all the time. Okay. Even now, all that is there is only Parabrahma. Sarvam Khalu Brahma. This is actually a dream happening in Parabrahma. A dream happens, the dreamer will not be affected. Even now, what is there is Parabrahma only. This is a dream in Parabrahma. Dream is called Maya. Parabrahma has a dream girl called Maya Shakti. That girl projects this whole thing. But nothing happens to Parabrahma. Even when the projection is happening, the water, when it appears a wave or bubble or foam, it's water only. Nothing has changed. The wave, bubble, and foam is just a name and form. In reality, water is nothing has happened. Nothing changes with respect to water. Bubble is water, foam is water, wave is water, everything is water. Just a name. Like necklace is gold, chain is gold, ring is gold. Understand? In that sense, everything which appears in the universe is nothing but name and form. In reality, they are Parabrahma only, appearing as. So that's why everything, all that is seen in the universe is nothing but Brahman only. Sarvam Khalu Brahma. Many people have an illusion that to realize Brahman, I have to go into Samadhi. To realize whatever you see is Brahman, is Samadhi. Other than Brahman, nothing is there. Whatever you see, whatever you touch, whatever you smell, whatever you taste, is that Brahman alone appearing in all this variety of forms. So it doesn't require to go into a special state called Samadhi. Of course, Samadhi has its own benefits. The touch, sound, smell, taste, form, all of this is Brahman only. That's the meaning of Sarvam Khalu Brahman. Now, this realization happens only with a clarity. It's not a special state of mind or special state of experience. Jnana alone can bring this clarity. Atma Jnana. Okay. So now, who is Parabrahman? The Parabrahman is nothing but pure existence. Existence without conditionality. Existence which is not conditioned by time and space and causation. Everything in the world is existence with the time, space, and causation. The pure existence takes the form, like water takes the form of wave. Similarly, the pure existence, Parabrahma, takes the form of objects of the world. Okay. When gold takes the form of necklace, nothing has happened to gold. Similarly, when water takes the form of wave, nothing has happened to water. The pure existence appears as variety of existence in the world. Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa is Mithya. When you say world is Mithya, name and form is Mithya, not real, because name and form keeps on changing. But reality doesn't change, which is existence. Understand? So, many people start thinking that we are speaking of non-existence. Atma Jnana is non-existence. Atma Jnana is not non-existence. It's a pure existence, which is not conditioned. We cannot think of any non-existence at all in the universe. Okay. So, if you think of non-existence, you will become nihilist or shunyavadi. Vedanta is not shunyavada. It's quite opposite of that. It's a purnatva. All that is there, all that appears, all that doesn't appear is Brahman. It's about purnatva. It's not about shunyavada. Many people start taking Atma Jnana into a shunyavada, nothingness. It's about pure existence, eternal existence called Brahman. What is the nature of Brahman? Pradhanam Brahma means pure awareness is pure existence. Pradhanam Brahma, pure awareness is pure existence. And pure awareness is the light. That's called Atma Jyoti. That pure awareness or Atma Jyoti is called Sadguru. Parabrahma and Sadguru, they mean same thing, synonymous. But Sadguru Tattva is higher than Parabrahma Tattva. Sadguru is the light, awareness. Parabrahma Tattva named as Sadguru because it's the light, awareness. And Shiva says in Shiva Sutra, Na guror adhikam tattvam, na guror adhikam tattvam, na guror adhikam tattvam, Shivadmaya, Shiva Shasanata. Means Guru Tattva is the highest principle. Is there something beyond awareness? Nothing is there. Beyond awareness, nothing is possible. Beyond pure existence, nothing is possible. Okay? So the ultimate principle, the supreme principle is called Sadguru and Parabrahma. The same principle is called Parabrahma, and the same principle is called Sadashiva. And same principle is called Narayana. Why different names? Sadashiva, Narayana, because Parabrahma Tattva takes the form of Shiva. It's a precursor to Shiva. It gets involved in creation role as Sadashiva. Shiva. Sadashiva takes the form of Shiva. He remains always Sadashiva, but he takes the form of Shiva. That means he gets involved in creation. Narayana gets involved in creation as Vishnu. Whereas Parabrahma or Sadguru is dead end. He doesn't get involved in creation. He's out. That's why it's ultimate principle. Supreme principle called Parabrahma, Sadguru. Narayana takes the form of Vishnu, gets involved in creation. Sadashiva gets in the form of Shiva, gets involved in creation. Okay? Both of them are Sadguru only. But Sadguru principle does not get involved in creation again. That's why Sadguru is the ultimate principle. Na guru radhikam tattvam, na guru radhikam tattvam Shiva Sasanataya. That's the ultimate principle because Sadguru principle doesn't get involved in creation. Other principles get involved in creation. Is it clear? Huh?
What is the title for this?
I said game of life. No? I have not game of life. I have not started.
Yeah.
So you can say Sadguru Tattva. Guru Tattva. Okay. So when our ancestors say Sadguru is the highest principle, they didn't say for any other reason. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, as Sadashiva and Narayana get involved in creation. Whereas Sadguru doesn't get involved in creation, it removes the creation. That is the ultimate principle, not because of any other reason. They have same names for different roles.
Sadguru is involved in creation.
Sadguru doesn't get involved in creation. That is involved.
Yeah, he's involved in the creation to bring people out of the
Liberation.
Yeah.
It's a
How can he liberate people without getting involved?
He doesn't get involved. He doesn't get involved in any of the Maya. He just pulls out of Maya.
That's for so pulling out of Maya, he is working with the creation.
He is never involved in creation action. Shashti is Nitya Samvara. He's only involved in.
Okay, these three tasks he is not involved. Some other reason.
Adna and removing out of creation. Is a terminator.
Mm,
The termination business.
yeah.
The entire thing gets terminated.
Climaxing.
Huh?
Climaxing.
Climaxing. Okay. So let me tell. Okay, now let me tell about the creation itself. So the creation, what we call as creation, we have to understand. Then we have to understand step by step various stages. The creation is there's nothing called creation. In a sense, when if you say something creation, which was not there before, it gets created. There's no such thing called creation. The creation is nothing but an appearance. There's no creation. That's why it's called ajativada or no creation. Ajativada means no creation. So when water appears as a wave is not created. Water just appears as a wave. There's no creation of the universe in that sense. There's an appearance of the universe. For example, in your dream, you are living in America, you have a business and you have a family and you earn a lot of money. In your dream, was anything created? It's actually your impressions in the mind got projected and appeared. You only appeared as America, as your family, as your money. There's no creation as such. A creation means create something out of nothing. It is not possible. It is not there. So universe is just an appearance. So for appearance, the imagination is required. The power of imagination. The power of projection. Right? That's why it's called kalpana. Kalpana means imagination. Who has the imagination? The imagination power is there in Narayana as Lakshmi. That's right. So that's why we see Narayana is sleeping and Lakshmi is in his heart. Okay, they show Lakshmi as a picture in the heart. Sri Devi and Bhudevi. Right? So they are shown is in the heart of Narayana. So Narayana is resting in the Milky Ocean. Narayana is in Yoga Nidra. Unlike our Nidra, which is unconscious, Yoga Nidra, when you say, it's awareness. It's not unconscious. It's awareness. From our point of view, it's Nidra. The power of consciousness called Lakshmi or Shakti creates a dream called The dream is projected. The dream is called Maya. In that Maya, in the dream of Narayana, millions and trillions of cosmos, galaxies are born. They appear. Living beings and non-living beings are born. And Narayana himself, Parabrahma himself appears as living being, non-living, moving, non-moving. In your dream, the tree is you, the mountain is you, the tiger is you, one who is sleeping. Similarly, in Parabrahman's dream, whatever he appears is nothing but Brahman only. That Brahman is called Saguna Brahman. Brahman with form. You cannot find anything in the universe which is not Parabrahma. It's not supreme reality. Matter, consciousness, living, non-living, moving, non-moving is an appearance dream of Parabrahma. So our dream and Parabrahma's dream, there's a difference. In our dream, we forget ourselves, who I am, I. In Parabrahma's dream, Parabrahma never forgets who he is. He becomes Saguna Brahma or Ishwara. There's no, because he's conscious. The consciousness, there's no forgetfulness. No avarana is there. So for the creative purpose, the universe appears. But when the universe appears, nothing has happened to the principle, essential principle, Parabrahma. When wave appears, nothing has happened to water. When water appears, water consists of atoms and molecules. Atoms and molecules only appears water. Even when it appears as water, nothing has happened to atoms and molecules. Similarly, the original principle, essential principle, Parabrahma, doesn't get changed, but he only appears as the universe, the cosmos, the living beings, non-living beings, time, and space. Okay. In that projection, Parabrahma alone appears as a living being like us to experience the creation. Finally, you have to experience the creation through a living being. Non-living being is object. So, how does Parabrahma enter into a living being? Parabrahma enters into a living being as Chidabhasa or reflected consciousness. And then starts experience the world. So this we call as Leela or play, a creative process. Now we start thinking that the universe started a Big Bang of billions of years back. So all these concepts of time is just a illusion. Just appears moment to moment and always in the now. Okay. So there's no creation, there's an appearance. This is called Ajativada. Okay. Yeah, is question.
In this process of creation, can you explain the concept of Deva?
I learn. I'm good. Everything. All answers are, questions are already here. Answers also here. Okay.
Prabhuji, one question. So what is the role of Sri Devi and Bhudevi?
This question. This is clear to all?
When there is no avarna, why is Vikshepa happening?
That's why it's play. Why did Vani so dress like this? Why not this is Salar Kameez? No. That's why it's called play. There's no purpose in that sense. See, artist when he try. Okay. Okay, let me answer this question. Okay, I'll take each question separately. When there is no creation, why there is appearance? When there's appearance, there's no creation also. That's whole question is an invalid question. See the question when the creation is not there, it's just appearance. Why there is appearance if you ask? There's no this meaningless question because there's no creation at all. So you are saying, why when you ask the question, appearance is there, you are assuming the appearance is there. Appearance is real. Then you are asking the question. Appearance is not real. For example, this is pot, mud pot. Okay. Now, the mud has become pot. Mud didn't become pot. Mud is pot only. Mud doesn't become pot. Mud appears as pot. Okay. Now what is there? The pot. But what is really there? Mud. Right? The cause and effects are same. Our mind tries to separate out the cause and effect. This is the mind which splits. That's a part of the creative play. I want to split and enjoy. So mud caused the pot. Mud didn't cause the pot. No, potter came and caused mud to pot. That's what we say. Potter, intelligent cause. But in case of Brahman, there's no other. There's no potter separately. Brahman appears as the universe. So why it appears as the universe? To ask this question only. Otherwise, there's no universe. So you cannot attribute a cause for the universe in that sense. Because universe is not there. It's just appearance. What is appearance? For that, what is the cause? It's imagination. What is the cause of imagination? There's no cause for imagination. It's a power. You're exercising a power. That's all.
For a jiva, it is the avarana vikshepa both are there. For a jiva. Then that's the jiva sakshi.
Then shifting back to Ishvara Sakshi.
No. We'll come to that. First, we'll go downwards.
Okay.
Right? So we'll go step by step.
Prabhuji, in the logic of appearance, when we say universe is an appearance of Brahman, then already the appearance is seen by somebody, no?
Seer and seen are one. Can you stop there? The question, when a question is asked, I'll take the question separately.
Was her question answered?
What her question?
Oh.
Yeah, that her question is. So what is the?
No, it's
It's a play. Did I answer?
I think what he is asking is a follow-up of that one.
That I'll take it separate.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So,
So in Advaita, nothing is born. Only everything is an appearance.
You want to repeat?
I'll repeat it now.
But taking appearance as the logic for at least even for the purposes of teaching, then what meaning does appearance have without the seer of the appearance?
Correct. So the question is, in Ajativada, there is an appearance. What is their appearance without the seer of appearance? Right? That's the question. So that's why, see, what appears, to whom it appears? To the seer it appears. Any appearance is for the seer. Correct, no? So when I say very fact that appearance is there, that means the appearance of seer is there and appearance of seen is there. Otherwise, the appearance cannot be there. The seer and seen appear together. Otherwise, there's no appearance possible. Okay. For example, when you wake up in the morning, your body and mind and the Bangalore or city or the world appear together. The seer and seen appear together. They cannot appear separately. The very fact that appearance means a seer also is there. There's no appearance without independent of seer. The seeing depends on the seer. Okay. Now, the challenge here is, where is the seer and where is the seen? There's no demarcation possible because seer and seen are one reality. For example, you are seeing me. So where am I? In space, sitting here, or as light traveling from my body to your eyes, or somewhere in between, or within your eyes, or within your brain. Where am I? You cannot draw a line. This is where seer ends and this is where seen begins. The seer and seen is one reality. Somewhere we draw an arbitrary boundary and say this is seer. The arbitrary boundary is drawn and to call it as seer. That arbitrary boundary is called Sakshi or the witness at some point of time. Then when you understand all boundaries are arbitrary, then you realize there's only Parabrahma all the time.
So let's dissect this a little more, Prabhuji. In the logic of appearance of water appears as a wave and it appears as a foam. What is the seer and the seen?
No. See, I gave the example of water, wave, and ocean.
As an example of oneness.
Oneness. Okay, that's only your example of oneness.
Okay.
Yeah, but your better example for you is a dream. You had a dream in which you went into the forest, a tiger started chasing you, and a river, you jumped into the river. Now draw the boundary between you and the tiger. There's an appearance of body, there's an appearance of tiger, there's an appearance of river. In the appearances, there seems to be difference, but all is one reality. The boundaries are imaginations appearing in your consciousness, dream consciousness. Right? So the seer and seen is an appearance, but only same thing appears as seer and seen. It's like wave, water example I gave, right? Here, the same one who is sleeping is dreaming. Nothing has happened to him. He appears as a dream tiger He appears a dream character, he jumps into dream river. How many are the seer and seen is there? Not there, right? So that's the creation. So let me put it very simply, right? In the consciousness, universal consciousness, experiences rise and experience falls like a wave. Experience rises and experience space falls. Experience with touch, sound, smell, taste, and fall. The 5 types of experiences rise and fall. Okay. In a experience, there's no experiencer and experienced. In an experience, there's no separation. In any experience, there's no separation. Only experience is there. Right now, you are seeing me. There's no separation between seer and seen in seeing. There's no separation between hearer and hearing in listening. When you speak of experiences, there's no separation. But the recording of experience, there's a separation. Labeling is done. The record, oh, this experience came, recording is done. This experience came, recording is done. For recording purpose, the subject and the object notion is brought in. For recording purpose. If there's no recording, there's never a subject and object. It's only experiences rise and fall. For recording purpose, a subject and object and experience are brought in. Triputi is brought in for recording purpose, which is memory purpose. In reality, there is no three. Only experiences rise and fall. In universal consciousness. Are you clear?
So even memory is the play.
No, wait. We'll take memory. Okay. Experience rise and fall. Your question was subject and object. There's no subject object split at all. Anytime. But it is recorded as a subject and object split. And this recording becomes useful for future experiences to be created, projected. This recording is used for future projection of experiences. The recording is memory at this our mind level. At the universal level, it's energy in energy with information. The energy with information is called Maya. Maya Shakti. At the deepest level, it's energy. It's not just energy, energy with information about the universe, about knowledge in this subtle form. That's called energy. So that is called Maya Shakti. And from our point, it's called memory. So memory only splits into subject-object. In reality, there's no split at all. It's only experience. Now, touch, sound, smell, taste, experience rise and fall. Okay. They appear and disappear. What appears and disappears is not real at all. When it appears, there's a knowing. When it disappears, there's knowing. Knowing alone is the reality. The knowing is called Parabrahma. The knowing principle is called Jyoti, Atma Jyoti. Knowing principle is called Sadguru. The always it's Parabrahma, Sadguru. Alone is the reality. Atma Jyoti alone shines. Everything is appearance and disappearance. No subject, no object. Never it was there. Is it clear? Which subject you are speaking of? Somewhere you want to retain your identity. It's not there. The subject and object is just a memory records of events, of experiences rising and falling in the universe. Okay. Keep this question because I'll come back to this question later again. Right? You have to ask me the question because then I'll say how subject and object is created. So there is just an appearance in the universe. Right? Now, let me put in a little bit. You completed that? What was the name given? Subject, object, appearance. Okay. So I'm going to take you from upward to downward. Each thing I'll explain, and then I'll go back upwards. And again, how to come back also. 3 stages. Because if I try to explain somewhere in between, it will not be complete. Okay. Clear?
But where to draw the line made it very clear. You can't draw the line.
You can't draw the line here. Drawing the line is illusion.
Parabrahman Karlegra.
Parabrahma taralla, Parashakti. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಆಟ. ಅವ್ರು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಟೀಚರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು
Okay, let me take next step. Okay. So how does this whole thing, our language confuses us, creation and all these things. Okay. So let me tell that, okay, in a somewhat top-down approach. So Parabrahma has a power called Parashakti. That power is also called Maya, ability to project anything. Maya has Avarana and Vikshepa. Vikshepa means projection, Avarana means covering. That's the divine mother. We call her Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, Parvati, and various names. So that Parabrahma projects or appears as the universe, cosmos, appears as. While still the consciousness at rest, the consciousness appears to be moving. Same consciousness is rest, doesn't change. It appears to be moving. Water is always not changing, but water appears to be changing as waves. What has happened to water? Nothing has happened. When water appears as a wave, anything has happened to water? No. Parabrahma appears to be always sleeping. That's why resting conscious Narayana. But Parabrahma also seems to be moving. It's energy, same time. Right? So this movement causes separation. Appears to be separating. When this movement occurs, the separation appears. The movement is also appearance only. The separation is also appearance only. In that sense. Movement appears. The movement is called Shakti, energy. Who is moving? Parabrahma himself is moving, but he is not, nothing has happened to Parabrahma. That's the beauty. Water itself is moving as wave, but nothing happens to water. Parashakti moves Parabrahma for creation purpose. That appears as Vishnu and Lakshmi in one way, or Shiva and Shakti in another way. The name, different names given. Okay. So Shiva and Shakti, or Vishnu and Shiva and Shakti, or Vishnu and Lakshmi as creative purpose. So now, the two principles, masculine and feminine, Shiva and Shakti, Parabrahma and Parashakti, they appear two separate, but they are one and same. That's why in all our mantras, we speak of Lakshmi Narayana. The feminine principle and masculine people are together. And firstborn in this principle, firstborn, the first aspect of creation is the energy, movement. The movement starts happening. Without movement start happening, there's no appearance of separation. That movement is called prana. Shakti appears as prana, life force. In unmanifest condition, it's called Maya Shakti. And in manifest condition, it's called Prakriti. First born out of Prakriti is the universal mind, the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind is called Brahmaji in our Puranic language. In Vedantic language, it's called Mahat Tattva, the first principle born. Mahat Tattva. Now, please, the word, when I say mom, the moment I say word born, you start thinking something is separated out. Nothing is separated out, just appears. Right? The moment I say born, we think that born a child is born from mother, child separate, God from separate from mother, nothing like that happens. The same Parabrahma and Parashakti appear as a cosmic mind, Mahat Tattva, that we call as Brahmaji or whatever the creation. See, Puranic names sometimes map directly. Okay. So where did the Mahatattva come from? Mahatattva is predominantly Sattva Guna or Sattva Guna. Okay. The Sattva Guna is nothing but Sat aspect of Brahman, existence aspect of Brahman appears as Sattva Guna. Non-existence cannot become Sattva Guna. So many people think that realization means nothing exists. No. Manifestation is not there. That's all. Sat means existence. What kind of existence is Brahman? Pure existence. The pure existence appears as manifest existence, Sattva. The first appearance. Correct? So to manifest Sattva, the masculine and feminine have to appear to be separated out. Lakshmi, Narayana or Shiva Shakti appear to be separated out. When they appear to be separated out, but there's still one, there's no separation has not happened. Okay, the energy movement is there. That energy movement is called pranayama, omkara, the sound of silence. In sound of silence, there's no two. That's why it's called anahata. Ahata means sound which is produced when two are there. Anahata means there's no two. In that anahata, Shiva and Shakti are apparently separate, but not separate. It's the beginning of creation. Apparently separate. If they separate, it becomes ahata. Sound. Two things are required. There's no two. Anahata. The sound of creation is cosmic sound, omkara. From that cosmic mind is born Brahmaji. Cosmic mind is born. That's why Brahmaji appears from the Nabhi of Vishnu. When Lakshmi and Narayana start deciding creation. So the pranava or cosmic sound becomes prana, movement. At the prana movement causes the cosmic mind or Mahatattva or Brahmaji to emerge. Are we clear? Up to this is clear? The cosmic mind, just like our mind has thoughts. The thoughts of the cosmic mind is nothing but objects of the universe. What you call as objective reality is nothing but thoughts of Brahmaji. Understand? See, when we say Jagat Mithya, for me it appears to be very real. Right? The table, the chair. Because it's not my imagination. It is the imagination of the cosmic mind. That's why it's real. So Mithya, when we speak of Mithya, we think it's hallucination. Somebody drinks alcohol and something is falling, right? Or somebody drinks alcohol and he sees a tiger sitting in a road. So it's a hallucination. We don't compare. Mithya is not hallucination. Mithya is appearance in the cosmic mind. Thoughts of cosmic mind appears as the universe. And to experience the universe, the cosmic mind enters into the individual body, jiva. And then thoughts are there. It's the experience or recorded thoughts. The further experiences. So the cosmic creation, cosmic manifestation happens from the cosmic mind called Brahmaji, which is nothing but Mahatattva. Mahatattva is nothing but Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna is nothing but Sat aspect of Brahman. Why I am telling you this thing? Because everything where we goes to Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Sattva Guna, finally Sattva Guna has to be reconciled with the Sat aspect. There's nothing but Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna is nothing but Sat aspect of Brahman. Otherwise, we're left with the duality. So Sattva Guna, cosmic mind, projects the universe, which consists living, non-living, moving, non-moving. Are you clear? what is the information which is required for that creation? The karmic impressions of all living beings recorded and kept as a archive. Like all your video and everything you are putting in archive, right? Server. Some server is there somewhere, right? So the server is a cosmic server. It's called Shesha. Sheshanaga, serpent. So Shesha means remaining. When we say archive, we are archiving whatever we read something and archiving remaining thing into server, Google server. All our memories and expressions, impressions are archived in the cosmic serpent, Sheshanaga. And from that archive, the next creation is pulled out by cosmic mind. Now, don't start thinking of these things as separate entities. They're one reality. Different functions. Never confuse functions for different entity. So don't start thinking Brahmaji as a different entity. Brahmaji is the cosmic Brahmaji is the Parabrahma playing the role for creation. It's a role. It's not a person. Right? When he plays the role, the person who plays the role nothing has happened to him. An actor plays the role of a beggar, he has not become beggar. This is Sriman Narayana or Parabrahma appears as Brahmaji or cosmic mind for creating. Same thing. It's only one reality appears as many. That's all. Our human mind requires a cause and effect. We have to change it. It's not change there. There's no separation there. So the cosmic mind appears, and cosmic mind gives rise to cosmos or the universe. Everything in the universe. In which you, me, are objects in cosmic mind. Understand? Your body, my body is an object in the cosmic mind. So now, to experience the universe, the object has to be subjectified. Having the object, there's no experience possible. So then, the object becomes alive when Brahman enters into the body as Chidabhasa or Jiva. Until that point, there's no experience possible. And this doesn't happen sequentially. Creation is done, body is created. No. Body and the universe appear together. Because our mind wants to only think sequentially, right? It's like that. Body and universe. Like when you wake up, your body and Bangalore appear together. So the creation, there are levels of creation, levels of beings. Okay. So that levels of beings are Devas, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Asura, Rakshasa, human beings, animals, variety of beings are there. Okay. So your question is about Devas. A individualized consciousness when enters into individual, reflected gets into individual, your body or my body, it becomes individualized consciousness, appears to be individualized consciousness. Who enters into individual consciousness? Cosmic consciousness. The cosmic consciousness called Brahmaji or Mahat Tattva enters into you. That is called Ishvara. The cosmic consciousness is called Ishvara. For creative purposes, we call him as Brahmaji. Otherwise, cosmic consciousness enters into individuals, into the consciousness called Chidabhasa. Okay. Jiva. So now, every aspect of functioning of the body-mind complex of an individualized consciousness is nothing individual about it. What is individual about you? I am able to see, you are able to see. He is able to see. I am hungry, you are hungry, she is hungry. All our inner experiences, all inner functioning is same. It's not individual consciousness at all. It's universal consciousness. Understand? You starting personal. I am seeing something. The person doesn't see. Seeing happens through the person. You don't see. Seeing happens through you. My glasses don't see. Seeing happens through the glasses, similar to that. What? Okay, understand. So now, the functioning of the universal functioning are called devatas. Devas. As opposite jiva. Jiva is individualized functioning. Devas are universal functioning.
What individual function is?
I'm telling you
Jiva
from your perspective right now, from your understanding, I'm jiva. Right? So, devas are the powers of consciousness functioning through universally. The same consciousness sees through the eyes of a monkey, is eyes through of anybody, right? Functioning. That's why it's devatas. Because we have a tendency to personalize life and say, it is my life, my consciousness. Nothing is there. It's devatas who function through your sense organs. Okay. So there are two types of forces, conscious force and nature. One type of conscious forces try to bring order, they're called devatas. Another type of conscious forces bring disorder, called asuras. Complementary. What is created has to be destroyed. Okay. They're not opposite of each other, they're complementing each other in that sense. Now these are universal, they're not individual. Right? So devatas are born from the cosmic consciousness. Devatas means universal various functioning of universal consciousness. Eyes, hearing, touching, smelling. Is it clear? So now devatas we start thinking is inside me. What is inside and outside, subject and object is devata. Chakshu devata operates through the eyes, and Chakshu devata operates as sun outside. Subject and object. Now subject and object don't bring the split again. The same devata functions as subject and object. That's why Chakshu devata is called Surya and sun outside. Names are different, but one Chakshu devata, both are functioning together. The subject and object. Are you clear? So devatas are the cosmic forces of consciousness, of cosmic mind.
Narayana Suttanda, it comes like association, Devam, Vishaksham, Vishesham, Bhom. In Mandukya, you talk about Devas, right? Are they the same?
Yeah, I'll connect that, right? So there's a reverse part. So first we have to bring the concept of from cosmic consciousness, the cosmic functionalities are brought up. The cosmic functionalities are called devatas. Now these are universal functionalities, it's not individual, but they operate through individual body mind complex. Okay, so then there is a sense of individuality developed. It's called jiva. Is this clear? From cosmic consciousness, Parabrahma to cosmic consciousness to jiva and deva. This much I will explain. And the subject and object is the same devata appearing. Same devata appears as subject and object. Subject consciousness, object consciousness. So when I see sun, I'm speaking of sun consciousness. When I see flower, flower consciousness. When I see fruit, it's fruit consciousness. The subject and object consciousness together is called devata. Don't try to split it again. So cosmic consciousness up to jiva. I have explained. And why jiva is created individual consciousness to experience the life in that perspective. That's all. In different perspectives. Right?
This part is clear, like, seeing this happening, knowing, hearing this happening. So that's the common part they want. How the subject thing is they want.
Right? Stop this.
From the dream analogy, if
Yeah.
I got it right here. The universe is a thought in Brahman's mind,
Mhm.
or they are thoughts in Brahman's mind. So that means from giving how the universe appears, that means Brahman is giving, like the Jiva is created when Brahman reflects as Chidavasa.
Mhm.
From the dream analogy, is Brahman reflecting through in his own thoughts?
See, this is all simultaneous. You are making it linear. The subject object happens. There's no really subject object separation. In the apparent object, this consciousness appears. Reflection appears.
Truly, I understand that. Now, from the Jiva perspective, Brahman is reflecting in the Jiva as Chidabhasa. So an entity feeling is born. So how on a universal scale does Brahman, how does Brahman reflect in the objects of the universe? Your Chidavasa principle is Brahman reflecting in the subtle body of the conscious entity. So the universe also is an appearance because of Brahman's reflection.
That's the first reflection. No?
So that
Brahmaji means that Sattva Guna.
that means Brahman is giving reality to his own thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's creation. Sattva Guna. Sat has become Sattva. Right? Okay. So next question I take. Okay.
Deva operating as from outside and inside in also elaborate.
There's no outside, there's no inside. Outside of home and inside of home. Where is outside and inside for you?
The object and subject.
What is it?
Prabhuji, break is calling.
Okay. Will you? Okay. Will you 10 minutes break to Brahmaji? So for people on Zoom, we'll give 10 minutes break. Okay. So again, we'll continue. Stop the live streaming. We'll start again.